This is the mayor's report for the city of Battle Creek, Michigan, and this is the mayor of Battle Creek, Mark Behnke. Good morning and happy November 2nd. November general election. Early voting continues through tomorrow, Sunday, November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 5th. I'm going to give you as much information as I can supply in a short amount of time. We'd like to share a final reminder that early voting continues through Sunday, November 3rd, with Election Day, Tuesday, November 5th. Voters now have three different options for voting in our elections: absentee voting, in-person voting on Election Day, and for the first time, early in-person voting. In November 2022, Michigan voters approved a constitutional amendment that gives voters the right to vote early in person. The amendment passed in Calhoun County with about 57% voting yes. Any registered voter can now vote early and in person. Early voting in Calhoun County is available for 9 days before each state and federal election at one of two voting centers, depending on where you are registered to vote. You cannot early vote at your election day precinct. And what that means is we've designated a facility in downtown Battle Creek, the Cool Family Center, as our early voting location. Early in-person voting is available from the second Saturday before the election day through the Sunday before election day for this year's November election. On Tuesday, November 5th, neighbors started voting early Saturday, October 26th, and continued to do so through Sunday, November 3rd. Voters registered in the city of Battle Creek will be able to vote early at the Cool Family Center from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day of the early voting. As part of the municipal agreement for early voting, voters registered in Bedford Township, Penfield Township, and the city of Springfield will also be able to vote at the Cool Center. Voters registered in other municipalities in Calhoun County will vote at the Calhoun County building located at 315 West Green Street in Marshall from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day of the early voting. If you apply for and receive an absentee ballot for the 2024 election, you can bring your completed ballot to the early voting center during the 9 days of early voting and place it in the tabulator yourself. Please note that you must still check in with election staff and show your photo ID or sign an affidavit that you do not have your ID. If you tabulate your absentee ballot at the early voting center, you cannot spoil or correct it later. For neighbors wishing to vote in person on Election Day, Tuesday, November 5th, polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Voters will vote at their usual Election Day precincts on Tuesday, November 5th. You can find more voting and election information online at battlecreekmi.gov/elections and mi.gov/vote. Call the City of Battle Creek Clerk's Office with additional questions at 269-966-3311. Veterans Day holiday and service changes, Monday, November 11th. All City Battle Creek administrative offices will be closed Monday, November 11th in observance of the Veterans Day holiday. City offices will remain regular business hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday, November 12th. Battle Creek Transit, Teletransit, and BC Go services will operate their regular schedule Monday, November 11th. Republic services will be open Monday, November 11th, so there will be no anticipated pickup delays this week. Full Blast will also be open during regular hours Monday, November 11th. The City of Battle Creek hopes that neighbors will join us in honoring all the veterans who have served to ensure our freedoms, our rights, and our country are protected for the next generation of Americans. City of Battle Creek seeks Community Development Fellow for the 2025-2026 year. The City of Battle Creek is excited to announce an opportunity for a 15-month position as a Community Development Fellow. This role is part of a partnership with the Community Economic Development Association of Michigan and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. Community Service Director Marcy Gillette said, "Battle Creek is proud to join this initiative, aiming to build a stronger community through this fellowship. This is a win-win opportunity for fellows and communities. Battle Creek's future fellow can expect to support various initiatives within the community development to include planning and small business development. Projects include data collection and analysis for the housing needs assessment, developing the business corridor sub-area plan, creating web-based business resource guides, participating in public engagement process for the 5-year consolidated plan, and community analytics. Since its inception, 40 community development fellows have made significant contributions to their host communities. CEDAM Community Development Fellowship Managers shared that community development fellows help expand their host community's capacity while providing fresh perspectives. Fellows can also assist with serving more community members and pushing projects over the finish line that may not have been prioritized otherwise. Interested individuals can learn more or apply to be a fellow by visiting cedamichigan.org. Information on the Community Development Fellowships can be found under the Program tab at the top of the page. The application deadline is Monday, November 18th. Community Development Fellows receive a $60,000 annual salary, employee-paid health, dental, and vision insurance, and extensive professional development opportunities. Join us, please, in making a difference in Battle Creek. Park improvement underway for several city parks this fall through June 25. The City of Battle Creek will continue various park improvement projects over the coming weeks. These projects aim to enhance the recreational facilities and infrastructure across the city. The planned improvements include the linear path, asphalt removal, replacement, and overlay on various locations on the west side of the city. This includes the north side of the Kalamazoo River from Jackson Street to Bedford Road, and from the south side of the Kalamazoo River from Bedford Road to the wastewater treatment plant off River Road. Post Park, removal and replacement of the asphalt basketball court, along with the addition of benches, trash cans, and updated courts. Parking lot and basketball court striping will be conducted at Post, Meacham, McRae, and Fell Parks, as well as Anybody's Playground and Willard Beach. During the work on the linear path and Post Park, there will be limited access and potential closures to ensure time and completion of the improvement work. Most of the work is expected to be completed this fall, weather permitting. Work hours are generally from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our City Commission meetings are usually held the first and third Tuesday of each month. The meetings in November will be different from usual schedule due to the November 5th general election. Due to the election being on Tuesday, November 5th, the City Commission regular meeting will be held on Tuesday, November 12th, the second Tuesday of the month. The regular meeting starts at 7 p.m. You can join us for the regular meeting in person at City Hall, 10 North Division Street, in the Commission chambers on the 3rd floor. There are at least 2 opportunities to give public comment during the regular meetings about the items on our agenda and any general comments you may have about city business. If you can't come to the meetings in person but want to watch them, Access Vision broadcast our regular meetings live on channel 17 and 917 on Comcast and on channel 100 on AT&T UVerse. They also stream the Live 17 tab of the website accessvision.tv. You can also watch the live stream of our workshops and regular meetings on the City of Battle Creek, Michigan YouTube channel. You can watch previous live streams of workshops and meetings there too. Our agendas are usually posted the Thursday before each workshop or meeting on the city's website. Once on battlecreekmi.gov, go to Your Government, then the Mayor and Commission tab. If you like a paper copy of the agenda, you can visit the City Clerk's office at City Hall from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. In addition, an agenda review video is usually available by the weekend before the City Commission regular meeting the following week. These videos are available for neighbors to watch in several places, including the city's website, the City of Battle Creek, Michigan YouTube channel, and on the city's Facebook and Nextdoor pages. This is the Mayor of Battle Creek, Mark Behnke. Thank you very much for listening, and please don't forget to vote, and have a great weekend.